Tensions between United States and Iran escalated again after US strikes hit targets in southern Iran during a fragile ceasefire, with Iran accusing the United States of targeting civilian areas and vessels, while CENTCOM maintained the truce was still technically in effect.
Of violating a ceasefire agreement following strikes on Iranian vessels and civilian areas along the southern coast. Iran retaliates with attacks on US military vessels, claiming significant damage.
US President Donald Trump says negotiations with Iran are ongoing, but warns more force will be used if a deal is not struck. Trump claims US military foiled Iranian attacks on naval vessels and states that ceasefire is still in effect.
We're negotiating with the Iranians. We have, you probably heard, we took our 3 destroyers and we rammed them through some pretty big stuff today, and we knocked the hell out of them. The destroyers weren't hurt in any way. The people weren't hurt, but they were firing at us, and we were firing back at them.
US President Donald Trump credits Pakistan for back-channel diplomacy that led to a pause in Operation Freedom in the Strait of Hormuz. Trump praises Pakistan's growing influence, calling Pakistan and Field Marshal Asim Munir fantastic for helping de-escalate tensions.
Pakistan's Senate unanimously passes a resolution praising the armed forces, political leadership and citizens for their unity and sacrifices during recent operations, including Marka-e-Haq and Operation Bunyan al-Marsus.
US Congressman A.I. Green has introduced a resolution recognizing Pakistan's role in mediation efforts, highlighting its diplomatic engagement and support for negotiations aimed at reducing conflict.
Pakistan's Information Minister Ata Taher says Pakistan brought India to its knees in 4 hours during Marka-e-Haq, claiming coordinated military readiness across air, sea and information fronts, while reaffirming that Kashmir remains an international issue.
Pakistan military spokesman Ahmad Sharif Chaudhry says a planned August 14 military parade will showcase the country's air, land, sea and cyber capabilities.
Pakistan says it is working with Singapore, Iran and US authorities to secure the welfare and return of Pakistani and Iranian seafarers aboard vessels seized near Singaporean waters, as Ishaq Dar holds talks with regional counterparts.
US President Donald Trump says the European Union must finalize a trade agreement with the US or risk increased tariffs after Independence Day, while a US court questions the legality of recent American tariff policies.
US President Donald Trump says Washington's latest proposal to Iran goes beyond a basic framework, while Iranian media reports no final response has yet been delivered, despite ongoing negotiations and Pakistan-backed mediation efforts.
Russia's ambassador to the UN, Vasily Nebenzia, says Moscow will not support a proposed UN-backed resolution targeting Iran, arguing the draft ignores what Russia describes as the root causes of regional instability and risks worsening tensions in the Persian Gulf.
US President Donald Trump confirms a Qatari-gifted Boeing 747 is being prepared for official presidential use, with efforts underway to deliver the aircraft ahead of July 4 celebrations.
The UAE says it intercepted missiles and drones launched from Iran after renewed US-Iran exchanges strain a fragile ceasefire, with emergency services monitoring the security situation across the country.
Pakistan's UN envoy Asim Iftikhar Ahmed says Marka-e-Haq reaffirmed the country's sovereignty, territorial integrity and national dignity, describing the operation as a defining moment of strategic clarity and national strength.
Saudi authorities detained 5 Afghan residents for attempting to enter Mecca through a desert route without official Hajj permits, as security forces intensify enforcement of pilgrimage regulations.
Political tensions rise in West Bengal after a close aide to BJP leader Suvendu Adhikari was shot dead near Kolkata, with the BJP accusing rivals from the Trinamool Congress of involvement amid growing post-election unrest.
Hunger striking women in Manipur slam Modi's fascist style